Good morning, guys. It's John. Welcome back to the farm. Last night we got all the chickens moved to a new spot, our major laying flock that is. They were right over here. The grass was getting tall and they made their way around, and it was time for them to move. So there's the old spot. Here is our new spot. We've got their shade set up. Feeders are full, waters. We did add a longer hose to help break down some time for chores. You can see our spigot is over there. So we've got the spigot to our young pigs, and then we've got water right here to make our job a lot easier. Now, the chickens are in a little longer than they'd like. I've switched the nesting boxes around so they can start laying eggs, but I did not want to let them out because we are combining all of our flocks. We've got young commercial browns, which are over there that I need to get over here. And then we've got a flock of black sex links that are should be laying any day, that I want to get moved over here as well. And I kind of want to let them all out at the same time. Hopefully it won't be too chaotic. But anyway, before I let these guys out, I want to bring all the rest of the chickens over here. Brooklyn and Isaiah are finishing up breakfast, and they will be out here to help with the move. The black sex links are all the way across the farm. The commercial browns are not that far, but their coop is heavy to move. So we may pull some of them out and then move it half full. We'll see. Let's see what happens today. Let's get all these chickens out, and we'll give you a little shot of the pigs at the end of the video if you haven't seen them in a while. Let's get started. All right, guys, we're over here at the commercial brown flock. Brooklyn and I, last night, we banded all these chickens. And let me tell you what, she is turning into quite the farm girl. I know you guys seen her gag on the other video where she was drying off a newborn piglet, but boy, she was catching these chickens and snatching them up fast. I was quite proud. I was wondering where she got all those skills from. But anyway, we got them all banded up. That way we can tell the difference. We have commercial browns in our main flock, but they're older. So this fall, they'll probably be going into stew birds. But these are the young ones, so we wanted to make sure we could tell the difference. These guys just started laying this spring, and they are laying a ton. So we've got them all banded, and we are going to move them over. I don't think it's as heavy as I thought it was going to be, and we've only got to go to the opening right over there. So I'm going to go ahead and try to pull this over here, save us one step. So we will get their feeders. I want to add bases to these. I didn't put bases on these. I just have them setting on cinder blocks. So those feeders are awesome. Yes, they do spill some feed, but they're chickens. Chickens scratch, peck, and eat everything off the ground. So we don't get a lot of waste unless we get a big rain. So we do have links to those little automatic feeders in the description of the video. If that's something you're looking into, you can check those out. So let's put this down and let's start moving these chickens across. All right, that is a beautiful sight. Worked like I thought it would, since we just let them all out at the same time. I didn't even realize that there's 38 more chickens in here than there was last night. Not gonna be as easy with the black sex links that are across the farm, but we'll bring those over 5 or 6 at a time. And then I do wanna put a Hen Gear rollaway nest box on their coop. So we're getting more and more of those. Like I said, we will add more feeders here, but this is an awesome sight. So especially when it's not fuzzy. There we go. All right, well, they'll be in here a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, until we move them again. We do move these coops every morning, so they're off of the manure, and we just bring them all the way around this area. So let's head over. There's a couple hens figuring out who the boss is, but we're gonna head over and start grabbing those black sex links and add them to this flock. It's gonna cut down on our chore time, get all of our eggs in one coop, if you will, not one basket. But we are gonna retire this big coop here, and we're gonna use the one from the black sex links. So we've got 2 more Hen Gear nest boxes to add, and then all of our coops will have those Hen Gear rollaway nest boxes. If that's something you're wanting to add to your coop, we've got a link down below. You use our code, you'll get $15 off on that. A lot of people have talked about how expensive they are. Yes, they are expensive, but they will last forever, save you a ton of time on cleaning eggs, and you'll be happy you did. We waited a long time for the same reasons, but now that we have them, we wish we'd done it sooner. So anyway, let's head over and get those black sex links, add them to our flock, and make our chores a little bit shorter. All right, little farm cardio workout this morning. I actually am gonna take this coop back up and put the nest boxes in this one, clear out of the way so these guys will come out. So that gets all of our chickens together. See, we've got the old style nest boxes in there. They haven't started laying yet. So let's see if they come out here. They should. They're probably a little shook up, but here are the black sex links. Pretty birds. And gonna see what this new area is all about. So this is awesome for us, man. We've got all of our chickens in one spot, and water them in one spot, feed them in one spot, collect eggs in one spot. I think you guys get the hint here. So we also have heard that you have black chickens. Hawks think they're crows, and they don't really mess with your chickens as much. We haven't had any predator loss from hawks this year, so we're excited about that. I think that's one reason we use the shade cloths as well, for shade obviously out here in the middle of the pasture, but also for hawks. Chickens can get under them. The only other thing we're gonna do, we've got 1 rooster in here. We only have 2 roosters left on the farm. We're gonna go get our other rooster. Our rooster here is a Varia ova rooster, missing his tail feathers. Good morning, y'all. But we had some mean roosters, and one rooster was beating up our other rooster, and it had bloody legs, and the chickens were pecking at his legs, and he couldn't heal up. So we've only got that one Varia ova in there. Obviously way too many hens for one rooster, but we're gonna head over here and get our other rooster. I've had him over here trying to heal up because these hens, they see blood and they just kept picking his legs and picking his legs. So let's go check him out, see if he's ready to join this flock. All right, so this is our Splash Australorp rooster, and I had him in here so he could heal up. Let's see where he is. Ugh. He's actually become very nice. Here he is right here. I'm gonna hand this to Isaiah so I can grab him and check his feet out. Come here, bud. There we go. So they were pecking his legs. You can see he's got a little scab right there. We had some blue coat on it, but I think he's healed up enough, and there's enough chickens in here. I want to get him out of here. So let's take him out and let's go put him with the main flock. All right, I'm gonna take him. Woo. Calm down, bud. I'll take him and let him go and see. He was with the young commercial browns, and they were the ones pecking them up. There's the 2 roosters. I'm sure they'll have their figure out who's boss match. Also, like some of the hens are doing, but when you've got this many females, it is not a big deal to have a couple roosters in here. They'll obviously fight for dominance, which they're doing, but they've got plenty of spots to get away. Let's go check them out here. I do want to keep an eye on him, make sure his wounds don't open back up, because when that happens, then all the hens start to pick at him. Look how they fluff up those feathers to make themselves look bigger. He is the bigger rooster, but he's also younger. And the hen just picked him in the butt. How rude. He probably will be the main rooster, but anyway, you can see these chickens kind of all hanging out together. As they just come out, they'll find the food, they'll find the water, and figure this all out. So love having these guys all together. More than just saving us time on chores, it's just awesome to see all these hens in this big old field. And we'll move this, like I said, every week and a half to 2 weeks. Just we check the area to see if there's getting an overload of manure, but we want them to have fresh bugs and fresh grass and things to get. So anyway, we just made our lives easier today, and it is fun just to sit out here and watch all these chickens do what chickens do. So we appreciate you guys following along. If you haven't already, check us out on Instagram and Facebook, and as always, make the change.